Okay, let's get practice in a little bit more. I think we'll start practicing with the fixed again, since it's probably what I'm going to spend most of my time with. Man, this cup holder, huge, huge upgrade. Okay. I know I'm going to get so many slowdowns in that corner just randomly throughout the week. That's just what happens. A little too hot through there. Too early of a turn in. It's hard to unlearn some of the habits I have on this track. late there. Every time I take the curb there, it feels like the car is about to spin. Maybe that's what it's supposed to feel like, but I actually do spin a lot, so... Oh, I'm slow as fuck. Lost. Losing a lot of time across the board. That's why we practice again. Try to implement what we learned the second time. Let's just start fresh. That slowdown pisses me off so much. Still 2 seconds off my pace.
0.824 lap of the session.
Simply lovely.
Thanks for the follow. Appreciate that. So second and third sectors are losing a ton of time. These laps are balls slow. Like, I want to be at least in 159s in the fixed setup. It's like a slightly better lap. Still slow. Something's clearly not connecting like it was yesterday. If we can figure out what that is, that'll be helpful. Because it's something I'm not doing, like, naturally, right? So, if we figure out, like, intentionally what that is, it'll make it easier to keep doing that, you know? Like, this braking zone, I think I'm, like, too slow in. Like, look at my delta just drop. Yeah, that one downhill right-hander I'm losing a lot of time in. This is better though. 159. I just took a second off my fucking lap time.
Fastest lap of the session.
I think I focused a lot more on speeding through, well, I mean, looking at the straight. I felt like I was going faster through this upcoming section. But it looks like according to the Delta, I went pretty fast through the last few sections. My braking is... I think I'm not trailing through that corner correctly. Like I think I'm not doing the upfront braking quite hard enough, and then I'm not trailing, and that's why I'm not getting the kind of rotation that I need. I also think I was braking too much in this corner before. I mean, that was still a lot. That was about half a second slower than the lap before. Made up a lot of time in sector 4 in that lap. The faster lap. Oh, I fucked this section up so bad. I wasn't paying attention enough. Let's see if we can fix this corner. I think that was a little bit better. I need to, on the no-name corner, I really need to let the on throttle give the car grip back. I think I'm over braking, over slowing. That was really bad. Alright, I think I'm gonna reset, and I want to see if I can see in my lap that I'm doing it correctly through the telemetry. So we'll take this lap. Oh, here, let me do this. Come on. Why is Windows so glitchy with this sometimes? Like sometimes the snap thing menu opens up and sometimes it doesn't. There you go. Okay, so we're looking at the lap that I ran right after the 159, and I want to compare it to my lap here from yesterday. I ran a 158.7. Okay. So wait, where are we on the track? Huh, okay. It's the start finish line looks like this. So which one's the reference is the yellow one? And the blue one. Actually, here, let's load. Well, I want to find the difference between these two laps, and then I want to find the difference between my lap and a faster lap. So it looks like my line is a little different. I don't know why. This reference isn't showing everything. Okay. So this guy is a pro, and he ran a I don't know what time. 157.4. Okay. So initially, we can see he's cutting across the track a lot more. Fuck. Um, make this smaller. Okay. So he's cutting across the track a lot more. He is. Fuck. Why is this so hard? I'm looking at this all the wrong direction. That's why I was so confused. So we're getting on the brakes about. I'm getting on the brakes just a hair earlier in a corner one. Just a touch, it looks like. You can kind of see that here. See, I'm on the brakes here. He's not on the brakes. And then he's fully on the brakes. I only go up to like 70% at peak. He's at almost 100. He's taking a much shallower line. Um, so I think what I'm doing here is I'm a turning point on T1. I'm taking the later apex, but I'm not utilizing that to hug the inside as much. I could be using that to really use the camber there and be on the accelerator quicker. But what I'm doing instead is just taking it wide away from the curving there. So shouldn't be really any surprises here. Okay, for here, I'm on the brakes there. He's on the brakes like a fraction of a second later than me. I'm taking the brakes all the way to 84. He's taking it to like 100. Maybe I need to be really slamming the brakes a lot more in this car. That's interesting to know. So maybe I'll focus on actually using the brakes. It probably when you're in the straight line, it doesn't matter as much. So you can just really hit the brakes hard, which I think is what I do in like the last corner. So you can see his yellow line is more to the left. So he's using more of the curving on the left, and I'm not doing that. Um, he's he's kind of trailing through to the apex, whereas I'm lifting and kind of coasting for a bit, where he is still trailing off. So I'm getting on the accelerator earlier, but he probably has a bit more rotation through. So we're both getting back on the accelerator at around the same time. I'm hitting the throttle a bit harder, and we're both getting off the accelerator. Okay, he's staying on the accelerator longer through here. And very small lift. He's hugging the inside curbing more, which I'm struggling to do. This is relatively similar. Relatively similar. Okay, no real surprises through there. Braking. I'm braking earlier up to 84% peak brake pressure, and he is, see again, almost up to 100. And he's also braking a little later. So I think I'm so used to the GT3s being like uh, slower in, fast out, where you can really utilize the braking if it's in a straight line here, and there's a lot of corners that kind of allow you to do that at Spa. So um, yeah. So he's full brake pressure up to 100%, trailing, 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 trailing on throttle at, well, I see his line. So he's going deep into the corner and really not hitting the apex of the corner in this lap here. He's kind of, I don't know if that's a mistake on his end or if he's doing that on purpose, but he's like trailing, trailing, trailing. I'm off brake here. He's still trailing. And then when he gets back on throttle, we're essentially getting back on throttle around the same time. So I think my throttle point is fine. He's getting on the throttle a lot harder, it seems, or at least a little bit harder. And then he's kind of utilizing more of the track like during the actual corner exit, where I'm utilizing more of the track on the straight part here, which means that he's able to get over to the right of the track a lot easier, where I'm kind of really have to whip it over there. So um, I'm braking a little bit earlier, it looks like. Um, he's just brushing. He's brushing. He's going up to like maybe 15% on there for like half of a second, and then yeah, here, let me look at the data view for that corner. So he is very slight brush, and then back up. Um, I'm going up to like 30% brake pressure, and he's going to like nothing. Um, so where are we? Okay. So I need to really focus on not braking as hard there. Here, I'm braking slightly earlier and going up to 50-ish. He's braking a pretty good amount later, to be honest. Like he's starting to brake as I'm coming off the brake. He's going up to 32-ish. Um, so he's doing a kind of a slightly harder brush. I mean, he's trailing. It looks like he's braking a little bit later than trailing, essentially until he gets to the apex, and then he's back on throttle. Um, his line being a little bit wider, using more of the track on the outside, and then a little bit wider coming into it. Okay, so that's good to understand that maybe I can brake a little bit later and less, at least less. So um, here I'm braking a touch earlier, and I'm going up to like 60-ish. He's going to 70-ish, 76. And he's trailing off. But I'm more interested in this corner. That was on the wrong quarter. 76. He's going to a full 100. He goes off throttle, and then he's braking. I mean, he is starting to brake when I'm almost at full brake pressure, but he's going on the brakes a lot harder. I think that's generally a thing that I'm not doing with this car, is getting on the brakes very hard, you know? I'm like easing into it. He's getting on the brakes very hard. So again, I think generally I can move my braking marker back like 5 meters in most places at least. And he kind of trails through the first part where I am trailing, but I get off the brakes sooner because I get on them sooner. But then the thing I'm doing is starting to get on the accelerator. He's on the accelerator. Like I'm on the accelerator a touch early, but he's probably carrying less speed or more speed. I don't know. We'll have to mess around with this corner. Um, full throttle. He's lifting only to like 30%, and I'm full lifting. He's using more of the outside of the track on corner entry. Probably to cut that angle down a bit. Here, 70%. We're braking almost at the same point. He's again getting on the brakes a lot harder than me. And then he's slightly trailing until the apex, essentially, a little before the apex. So we're getting off the brakes around the same time, but his is like more triangular shaped. Mine's more U-shaped. So I think I need to focus on the hockey stick a lot more. Then we're both on brakes, like he's a little bit later to 100%, trailing until the apex. I stop hitting my brakes. And we're both on throttle at the same time, so he's getting more rotation than me. Then what does he do through here? He goes up to 80. Then full lift before the apex. Then back on. Okay. I think I looked at some stuff that we can implement. I don't know if I'll remember everything, but I think the general theme so far is I need to be braking harder and later. And trailing longer. So we'll take all that information in and see what we can figure out. So his lap was what was it, a 157? His lap was a 157.4, so that's about a second and a half faster than my all-time fastest. Granted, he's also in the open setup for that lap, I assume, and then I'm in the fixed here. But I think the general braking and stuff should be around the same. We'll see. Interesting. Okay.
You cut the cord, you've got to slow down and give up that time.
These first couple laps are just going to be me experimenting, really. It needs to be more of a brush there. I went on the brakes pretty hard. I'm getting a lot more rotation in that when I broke like that. We're really just looking for these next few laps. We're really just looking for new feeling in the corners. I need to be apexing a bit later and yet there. I think it turned in too early. I need to make it more of like a V shape, and I'm making that more of a U shape right now. Yeah, I'm decided that I am better in downforce cars, so I'm just better at Formula. So I should drive the GTP more, or like prototype cars more. I broke way too much through there. I needed to be up a whole gear. I need to be using the outside of the track more to get a better turn in through there. I just looked at all the data and stuff, so I'm applying it. I'll probably jump back into the telemetry here in a few minutes, just to see once I get like a better lap through. With the GTP, my fastest is a 158.7 right now. I broke way too late there. My tires are like from the last thing. I want them to be fresh tires. Nice. That's pretty good. I was running like 201s last time here with the Ferrari, when I think the last time I ran it here would have been when the car first came out. So granted, I wasn't trying super hard then because I think it was like a week 13 deal. Um, but so I cut down my lap time a lot. I think like I think I can like get my lap time to like mid 158s in the fixed, and maybe a little bit faster in the open if I'm able to implement kind of this stuff. Like generally what I'm finding is that I'm just braking incorrectly. I'm gonna get out of the car so we can see things. That's interesting how I'm like backing out of the program and then it takes away the comparison lap. What? What is happening? Wait, I want my one lap back. This one, yes. Load a reference. Row. U. There you go. Well, it's not showing all of the. Well, it was showing other stuff earlier. You can see it here, but that's interesting. Maybe I'd change something. But this Delta, like, I've had it for so long, but I haven't used it that much. I had VRS before, I hadn't used it so much. I think it's, like, very helpful to look at in a situation like this where I'm like, I was immediately, like, slower coming into today's session than I was at the end of last session. I couldn't figure out why. And I think it's really helpful for that, like perfecting the last little bit of, I want new tires. There it goes. Perfecting that last little bit, and then also figuring out like what the differences are. So I've used telemetry before to do a similar thing and was a lot faster because of it. But I think lately, and I think this is incorrect, I just haven't been taking the time to like practice much before races. I just been really jumping in and then haven't had the opportunity to look at the data. So I think I want to be more intentional about that next season, making sure that for whatever series I choose, I'm making sure I practice beforehand and really looking at the data and figuring out where to improve. Because I think if I keep kind of going down the path that I've been going, it's just like I might slowly improve, but it's just not going to be like anywhere near as fast, and I might be forming bad habits. Like I think the bad habit that I'm forming with this car before looking at that data was not being on the brakes super hard when I get on them. Like I ease onto the brakes. On cold tires, I'm not expecting to have a ton of grip through there, but... So we're gonna try to get a few clean laps in with this newfound knowledge, and then we're gonna compare again. He was getting up to like, I think 80 acceleration through the chicane. So I need to be cutting the apex deeper here, but then really utilizing the downforce of the car to turn in closer. I think my turn-in point there is just not correct right now. Yeah, when I did the coaching session, it helped a lot before Bathurst. But I feel like, I mean, that just isn't sustainable to keep doing that. Not only just like financially, right? I want to do it more often, but if I actually want to get faster, I need to learn how to get faster on my own. I think I should do coaching maybe every month or two, just to like refine it and get a different set of eyes on it, but being able to look at the data, I think, is and interpret it the right way and all that kind of stuff is huge. And I assume most people in iRacing aren't doing it if I'm not doing it, so it's an advantage that I have. I see the best drivers doing it. Like, Cashint, or however you say his name, always looking at the data, trying to improve his lap times and stuff. Nice. Yeah, I haven't really looked into getting onto a team. I think that would be fun though. Oh, I broke way too late. I feel like I already have enough stuff going on where having a team on top of everything else would be kind of too much. But it could be fun, for sure. Maybe that's something I look into eventually. I think that's better turn in. Yeah, look at my delta immediately up. And I also had the first straight was very slow. So. But yeah, I think I'm arriving at like, I think I originally wanted next season just to be focusing on GT3s as much as possible and that's it. But I think I'd rather do Formula and GTPs, or like Formula and prototypes. I think my driving style is just a lot, like, lends itself to that more. I'm like, have a much higher IR in Formula, so. And I think figuring out how to drive these cars correctly will make it so that I can drive other cars more correctly, because I can start to understand the differences better. So right now it's just kind of all blah, you know? I need to use more of the outside of the track there, so I'm not getting any rotation through the lift. Wasn't a good last corner.
0.731.
Yeah, yeah. There's a lot of just low-hanging fruit that they can like instantly look at how you're driving and you can improve on. Huh. Interesting. I think I just didn't brake hard enough. I got up to like 90. Like I was very close to making that corner. It just feels very unintuitive to get all the way up to 100% for me for some reason. The braking there was really good in terms of rotation. I just didn't really capitalize on that. I need to be braking less there, but trailing until that point was good. There we go. There, use the outside of the track more. Damn. No, that isn't bad at all. I think I need to look at how I'm taking that corner visually from like above to try to piece it together a little bit better. Since it's kind of a blind corner, it's kind of hard to tell exactly everything. I need more like checkpoints during that corner to figure out where I need to be on track. I might be. I think my turn-in point is wrong, which is foundationally making everything else wrong. My optimal's coming down. I think this is the same sort of idea through that corner as No Name, where I get the car rotated and then I use the acceleration to give the car more grip. Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. I think I'm just, because it's so blind turning into it, I'm not getting close enough to it. And I think my turn-in point's messed up. I'm gonna see if I can go through it slower. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I think what I'm trying to do is there's rubber on the road there that I've been using as a turn-in point, but I've been turning in to a point where I'm using that, but I'm turning it too late, where I'm like behind that rubber line, where I really need to be in front of or on that, so I need to be turning in a bit earlier. I haven't really been taking it too seriously for the GT3 ones. But starting this week, I'm going to do an F4 league, I think, just instead of the GT3 league. And I think I'm going to try to take that one a lot more seriously. Oh, I broke way too early there. Sometimes it's hard to see that line with the shadows over the track. Like, it's the last GT3 league race this week, but I think I need to be a little bit deeper yet in there. I'm sure there's something out there, but I'm not aware of anything. I don't know, maybe go on SimGrid and look around. Maybe there's like something listed, like they have the leagues listed on there and you can find something that way. Up almost 2/10 in the first sector. God, I'm struggling with that corner. Like, all the other corners, I can kind of point out what I'm doing incorrectly. But that one, I feel like when you get it right, it feels sketchy, and I haven't gotten it right yet. So I don't really know what it feels like yet. Brush the grass there instead of the car, damn it. I'm glad that they have the prototype challenge series. That makes things a lot better with the GCP. We're just kind of getting used to the car. That was bad. You got a friend in me. What's up, dude? How's your Monday going? I want to get one like really clean lap in so I can compare our data again. Classic Mondays. I think my like idea for that corner is correct, but it's still too much braking. That one, I fucked up again. Well, I was trail braking it. I just braked too much. Could have carried more speed. So I lost the most time in the last sector there. Damn. I'm struggling on that corner. I think I need to be braking earlier. I think my brake marker is so inconsistent there that I need to find a better brake marker because I can't see it. I think that's the first step of that corner that I'm messing up. It's a squirrely car when you first drive it. Did you do the endurance? The 2-hour one? Oh, I just moved the camera to the center of the car. I don't deal with that. Too much braking. Gotcha. Fuck. I'm gonna try starting to brake earlier that corner. I think I might be braking a little too late yet. Or like, I don't know. I think I just need to find some quick way through that corner just so I can start to like fine tune it. Because right now I'm being very inconsistent through that corner. The first corner and that corner I'm being very inconsistent through, just in general. So let's go slow through this section here. See if we can find a better braking marker. I'm using the dirt on the ground right here-ish. And that's not working for me. Maybe I need to use that board on the far right. So you guys can't really see it. Like when I'm approaching that board, I think could be a better brake marker. So we'll try that. And then I really want to be hitting the corner like this. Damn, what a username. That's terrible. Most of the time it's some like stupid username. That was like offensive. I guess it's beauty's in the eye of the beholder, right? Okay. We're gonna try to run a clean lap here and then we'll jump back into the data. I think that braking marker is gonna work a lot better. I think I can go on the brakes later and harder there, but I think that braking marker is like a good, like a better point of reference that I can actually see on track. We're looking at the telemetry data and Coach Dave Delta. didn't get quite where I wanted to be track positioning wise there. We're going for good data. Still so slow through that section. Oh, it's almost, or like 6/10 through that section. Fucked up that corner. Alright, here we go. We're focusing in this lap. That was a lot better. So it was a slower lap, but I think it's going to be a good comparison lap. Where are the new laps? Oh. They aren't in here? What did I just run? A 2:01.4 or something like that? Why isn't it in here? That's really annoying. Shouldn't it be in here? Let me restart this. Okay, no. What the fuck? Uh, well, I don't want to, I want to look at previous data. Um, fuck me. Maybe I just need to exit this session. Maybe that's fucking it up. Okay. Stint 33. This was yesterday's stint. Um, what the fuck? Is it merging those stints? Because maybe I just need to go to VRS. My last stint. See, these are all yesterday's. Where is? Dude, what the fuck? Thought it was showing more stints earlier too. Do I need to restart the I wonder if I like closed it while I was trying to save and I fucked it up. Maybe restart one more time. If it's not in here, then we'll just go to VRS or something. So it says I have 61 laps. Yeah, it's just not in here. Okay. So I want my last lap. Should be this lap. Um, I really wanted it to work in Coach Dave because that the software is so much better for actually viewing this shit. Is like finding fucking data in here. What is the thing called Apex? Should have an Apex data pack in here. Do I need to download the data pack? Oh. Go to spam. Okay. Christ. Okay. Well. Spa. No. Ferrari. IMSA. Well, it's not sending me the fucking email, so I can't. Why is nothing ever easy? Why is it always like this? Here we go. It's in my spam. There we go. Okay. Okay, so did I actually save my password somewhere and I didn't see it? Jesus Christ. Why is this so hard? Yeah. I just don't know why I didn't save my lap. So I'm testing out this other thing that I'm already paying for to see if that'll work. I see the setups. I want the fucking lap. There we go. Oh, fuck off. Okay, well, fuck me, I guess. I created an account. Where's the app? I don't understand what the app is. Is it this? Okay, well, apparently I'm just gonna go fuck myself because none of this is working. But, you know, um, here, let me go and open this like this and see if it works. iRacing, where are you? Telemetry. Oh, You can't open this? Alright, we're about to just say fuck it and just go practice again because yeah, we're just gonna go practice again. I don't know why this isn't working. It's pissing me the fuck off though, so hopefully it works. Because I like Coach Dave because the software is so nice, but if it's just deciding it's not going to record laps, like that's fucking bananas. Like that's the one fucking thing you're supposed to be able to do. Okay, let's just focus on getting quick and then looking at the data like way after, because apparently doing it right now is not helpful. Back at it. Did Coach Dave recognize my session? It did. Okay. Full fuel fixed setup. Cold tires. A little bit earlier braking on cold tires there. Thought I was braking earlier, but I guess even earlier would be ideal. Well, I feel like I have been lately because I haven't been using it at all. You get setups with it too, which is nice, but I just got this Apex Racing subscription, and I rather use their setups because I've liked them more. But if I'm actually using it, which I plan to really do now, I think it's worth it. Maybe there's just some... I think I maybe fucked something up by like exiting the game or doing something to make it so the telemetry wasn't recording right. But I think it's worth it if you use it. If you're not going to use it and you don't like the setups, then obviously it's not worth it. But I think it's pretty cheap. It's only like $10 a month or maybe cheaper. I don't remember exactly what it is, but it's pretty cheap overall. I think it's the best telemetry software in terms of just like being able to look at laps and visualize it. The thing that it sucks at is I don't know how good it is at importing laps from other platforms or just regular telemetry stuff to compare to. I'll have to mess around with that. because if I want to compare it to somebody else's lap, or like for example a lap that I get in a data pack, like I'm not sure exactly how I do that. Looks like I can do it in VRS with my Apex subscription, but then I also have to have the VRS subscription again, which I don't want. But the software is just so bad. It's slow, it's laggy, it's not intuitive, but they have comparison laps on Coach Dave already, which should help in most cases, but so I'll have to play around with that aspect of it more. But I think if you're using like the actual like comparison tools and looking at your laps and stuff, it's definitely worth it. I think you can technically get that for free with like Garage 61 or whatever, but again, it's just like shitty software if I remember right. The only thing that sucks about the Coach Dave one, honestly, is it's only a Windows app. They don't have like a web app equivalent, I don't think. And so if you want to look at data not at your gaming PC or whatever, like if I was like on a trip or something and I was wanting to compare data or something, I couldn't do that because I'd have to be on my Windows computer, which kind of sucks. I don't know if it uploads that data onto their servers or if it just keeps it all local. They could also maybe have a web app and I haven't found it or something yet, I'm not sure. Okay, my tires are warming up now. I shifted up too early. I didn't use the track correctly there. I think like a core issue with my driving is that I'm looking at a brake marker thinking I'm like braking at said brake marker. I don't think I'm actually braking where I think I'm braking. Like in 90% of the cases. I don't know, maybe I could be wrong. Excited for them to release next season's schedule so I can start to figure out exactly how, like I think I'm gonna plan out what I'm gonna do each week like ahead of time so I can keep focus on certain things and not just go race something just because. Like I'll still like do some fun races, but I think my focus is really just on getting faster at this point. Normally they have a preliminary schedule around now. That it's like in a spreadsheet that you can find somewhere. You'll have to look for that. since a lot of the series are based off of real life series. We'll have to give the open setup another try too at some point during this practice. Fuck. Looked down for half a second. Oops. Needs to be smoother. The last lap, I felt pretty good through that corner. I wonder if not doing that throttle blip through there is going to make me quicker. He goes on throttle late there. I'm picking up speed now, maybe not. It's so hard to tell sometimes with the Delta, just because if I take the corner wrong, I could technically be faster at the beginning of it. I was flying through the first part of that section. I don't know why I hesitated on throttle there. Did a small blip that time.
0.036. Just set your fastest lap of the session.
Still like to be in the 159s. At least. Damn, that was terrible. I went way too far to the right. Too much rotation. I'm like, I think I should be in the 159s with the fixed setup. I think the open setup would be a little bit different since I think I have a lot more speed in the straights. Maybe. I'll have to try to run that again just to like verify that. But I need to be faster in this fixed setup, so I'm gonna I mean, my fastest so far is at almost 2 flat. We'll run a few more, and then hopefully the Delta software actually recorded some shit, and so then we can do some comparisons again. Because I've very much changed a lot of things about my lap compared to the last time we looked. Focusing on harder braking and trying to trail more. So I need to see like where I'm still slow. I think I've improved my braking marker there. I'm interested to see what it's going to look like, where my braking timing is compared to the reference lap now. Damn it. I'm like... What am I doing there? I mean, the weight shift is like causing the issue. Like I have too much weight going to the right when I try to make that left. I think I just need to be braking more. I think I'm trying to carry too much speed through that. Optimal's down to a 159.2 this session, which is interesting. I think I needed to be like braking a straight line a little bit longer there to really utilize the downforce of the car on that turn in, but the Delta's like sort of positive, but I feel like I could be faster, so longer braking here. Slow the car more. Better. Yeah, I was going too fast to that first corner. That little last section wasn't great. Downhill and no name. Nice.
015. Just take the fastest left of 50.
Yeah, I stayed in a straight line a bit longer there, and the delta really shot up. So I think I was only up 4/10 at the end of the straight last time. Too far out. I did a bit more braking. I had an off track. Don't need to be up on the curb there. Starting to feel a bit more confident about that corner though. I feel like I'm still not doing it 100% right, but I missed my braking marker a bit. Damn. Fuck that lap up. Alright, let's do this lap and then we'll look at the data. Not enough up front braking. Too big of a lift. I think we're gonna have to try another lap. I need to stop with that blip.
0.532.
Damn it. Alright, let's look at the previous lap, or our best lap, or whatever. Good morning. Okay. So we're still braking a bit earlier here. If I go here, can I see this better? Yeah. Is there a way that I can make this top part bigger? Not really. That's okay, we can see it on the mini map. So first corner. Our speed is roughly the same through there. His is, he actually gets down a little bit lower than mine. Um, but his braking is a little bit later and a little bit flatter. You can see here, he's like bam on the brakes a lot faster and harder. And then we're honestly on like leaving the brakes at a similar time. So I'm not too far off there. We're just turning. He's like having to counter steer the car through there, and I'm just full right turn the way through. Probably not at the limit. Okay. Okay. So approaching this corner after the main straight. It's the same kind of story. He's on brake harder and faster still. And I'm going up to 95 and he's at 100. And then he is off his brakes at the same time, but he's like trailing off. My trail isn't as traily as his. Looks like we're getting back on throttle during that little part about the same. His is a little bit more feathery. Mine is a lot more straight line. So for this one, he's on brake, I mean, a pretty good amount later. And same story again. He's braking harder. We're both off brake about the same time. Him maybe a little bit earlier. His throttle is, he's getting on throttle a lot earlier than I am. Um, his gearing through here was different. What is this? Oh, he shifts. He stays in the six a little bit longer. Okay. Okay, so same sort of story with the braking there. Here he's braking a lot less. I'm going up to 30. He's only doing 13. And then he's on throttle a little bit later than I am because he's trailing a little bit longer. So he's like less later braking for longer. Okay, here he's braking a little bit later and a little longer and a little less. Same sort of story again. This one, same thing. His throttle is, ours is, I mean, ours is like, he has way less of a lift than I do through there. But I think this was a bad, like a bad time through this part of the track for me. Here, he's actually braking more than me, okay. But our brake trace looks very similar there. Like there's not much yellow behind there. So apparently I can brake a bit more through there. But that's looking pretty good at this point, so that's good. And then here's looking pretty good. I just need to be honestly, here's looking very good. Um, how big of a blip does he give? 80% and then back down? Okay. So there needs to be a blip there, but not much. I mean, this looks a lot closer together in terms of uh, kind of shapes of things. I think I need to tighten some things up and get a little bit more consistent. And I think my lap times will be a bit quicker now. So still got some time to mess around with this. So I don't think there's anything. Oh, his RPMs are a lot higher through here. Is his gearing different? 7th. Oh, he's downshifting a lot faster. Interesting. I mean, I guess that makes sense. You can just really pound the downshift through there. The only steering thing is here, but the actual like angle I have through here is getting closer, I think. He's turning in a little bit later, so he's able to take it a bit tighter. Then camel straight. Where am I? Okay. He's taking the inside curbing more and the inside curbing more there. I feel like I can probably take the inside curbing of the first one a bit more, but that second one scares me. I keep spinning on that one. He's cutting this a little bit more, so maybe he's not going all the way out to the outside. I think brushing my tire on the left there is a good checkpoint though, so we'll see kind of how that plays out. He's turning in tighter, holding his line tighter. Okay. He's closer on the inside of here. He's actually out a little farther wide than I am in here. I don't think I was getting this part of the track right during this lap though. And then, I mean, okay, he's like trying to get inside more. Probably picks up a few hundredths doing that. Okay. Oh, let me get new tires and stuff. It's interesting they're using the Grand Prix pits for this, not doing the endurance pits. Cold tires. I'll need to practice cold tires a lot more, but you know, that was great. I think I was approaching the corner like I wasn't on cold tires, which doesn't help. can still cut that a bit more. I didn't even see the line to break that time, honestly. The shadow is just not great. It's like really covering that up. It was a good lap until then. It was a really good lap until then. Just need to check something real quick on this. It's a bad lap anyways from the beginning. 11, okay. The shadow's totally covering up that line. Damn it. That was bad. I didn't get over to the right side of the track at all. I've been on attack mode this entire time. Why did it switch to attack? No, balanced. Stay at balanced. Jesus Christ. Did I bump that? Damn it. That's good. I'm really starting to feel the difference between the cold tires and the warm tires. I think that means I'm driving more on the limit now. It's terrible. We'll do 2 more laps, then we'll try the open setup really quick. Too much brake. Way too much brake. Bad. Any more braking? It's going too fast. That corner was bad. One more lap. And I'll do open.
59.755. That was your fastest lap of the session.
Damn it. See, that time that corner was good. Alright, let's give the open setup a go. See how that drives now that I feel like what I'm running right now is like fine. Like I think I'll be competitive. Did I just choose the wet setup? No, dry. See if I can tell the difference between the setups more now. I should be able to. Hey, I didn't miss that corner for a slap on cold tires. Improvement. Steering feels tighter on this setup. Like heavier. Which I think I like. Interesting. Clearly this setup is a lot faster than the fixed. What was my all-time best? 158.7. Instantly a 159.1 in this. Jesus. Surprised my delta is slow through there. Thought I took that corner pretty good that time. We'll just do a few more laps and I gotta hop. Ooh, frames are dropping. I think this setup lacks downforce, but not in like a undrivable way. You just kind of feel the car not gripping as hard during, like, compared to the fixed. Getting stutters. Do like 1 or 2 more laps. Am I not getting on throttle early enough? I braked way too hard through there. You guys still broke a little too hard through there. Tried to brake a little later, broke too late. Alright, last lap, and we're done. car got loose through that section and settled it by hitting the curb a bit. Hey.
59.091. That was your
Okay.
fastest lap of the session.
So, I mean, my last few laps there, I mean, besides, I think I had like a few mess ups. Uh, they were pretty consistent. Like, look at that. 159, 1, 159, 1, 2, 2, had a mess up here, and then 159, 0. So that's really cool. And I feel like, I guess with the fixed high 159s is like my ideal right now. Consistently hitting like low twos, but I think I can be quicker. Um, I think the open setup, I'm not sure exactly what it is, but obviously I'm faster, like almost a second faster. But uh, yeah, I learned a lot today. I'm gonna have to mull over the data some more and kind of look at it to see where I'm still missing and where I can still improve and all that. But I think overall, pretty happy with um, how that went. Um, but But yeah, it looks like the fucking shit didn't save to Coach Dave again. Oh no, there it is. Jesus Christ, I was about to rage. But yeah, I appreciate everybody that tuned in. I know this isn't the most entertaining thing sometimes, but I think it's much needed practice that I'm getting in. That I think is going to make this week's races that much better. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. I will see you tomorrow morning where we're going to be racing Spa.